Because his 14-year-old girlfriend accidentally got pregnant, this addict suddenly had an idea. He decided to quit his 4-year-long addiction to drugs. After finishing his last cigarette, he resolutely walked into a drug rehabilitation center. What he didn't expect was that as soon as he walked in, he saw 2 addicts being shaved bald for violating the rules. When the administrator came to shave his head, the coldness of the razor made him instinctively want to resist. But the instructor coldly replied,
Możesz wyjść. Drzwi są zawsze otwarte.
For the sake of the child in his girlfriend's belly, he knew he had to change. This rehab center had no high walls or barbed wire, but it had a strict hierarchy system. The addicts were divided into 3 levels: newcomers, tenants, and masters. Newcomers had to sit on the floor while eating and endure heavy labor and humiliating treatment. The physical exhaustion and mental torment overwhelmed him like a tide, but every time he thought about giving up, he would remember that he was about to become a father. After 6 months, through his strong will, he was promoted to a tenant. Though he was freed from the dirtiest jobs, the daily grueling training still left him exhausted. Another 6 months later, he was finally promoted to master. He earned the right to sit at the table during meals and got a decent job, even having the opportunity to visit home once a month. But he didn't dare slack off because he knew that if he made a mistake, everything would return to the beginning. On this thorny road to rebirth, he experienced countless struggles and pains. But who would have thought that this man, once lost in his addiction, would later become a world champion in double Ironman triathlons? A few years ago, Gorski was deeply trapped in the mire of drugs. What was even more tragic was that he pulled his newly met girlfriend into the abyss with him. They indulged in the psychedelic world of underground clubs, escaping reality in the false pleasures of drugs. As time passed, Gorski's spine began to bend, and his face became etched with the marks of years. The traces of exhaustion made it so that he gradually lost his ability to feel the pain of his degradation. One day, as his girlfriend walked out of the club, her body suddenly reacted strongly. Gorski hurriedly embraced her, trying to comfort her pain with his warmth. But when he saw a passerby smoking, he didn't hesitate to abandon her just to pick up a cigarette butt that had been tossed away by the stranger. Seeing this, his girlfriend's heart turned to ash. She finally realized that to Gorski, she might not even be more important than a discarded cigarette butt. Struggling, she pushed him away and prepared to leave this hopeless man.